Good morning, Glacier. Today is Friday, January 24th, and I am Mr. Adkins, and here's your GTV episode and daily announcement. Does this video remind you of the old days of the lockdown? Sorry if I caused you extra trauma. We really hope to get GTV up and running in full gear later next week. For now, this is going to have to suffice.
Hi GTV.
Today we are going to do an interview with a student at Glacier High School. Her name is Abbey Dose.
She is a senior here, and last year she came across some unfortunate circumstances, and this is going to be us documenting her story.
Yes. Hi GTV, I'm here with
Abbey Dose.
Do you want to give us like a brief overview or a story on what happened?
So January 1st, I was at brunch with Odessa and some other friends. I noticed this giant bruise on my arm, and I was already covered in bruises, and I was like, that's not right. I went to urgent care that day. They drew my blood. My mom received a call. I was told to I should immediately go to the emergency room where I was admitted. Got there around like 6:30, and at 2 a.m. that night I was admitted to the Children's Hospital in Kalispell. It was a Saturday that I was admitted, and that Monday I had a bone marrow biopsy. A Wednesday, when they found out I had acute myeloid leukemia. But the next day I found out that I had a mutation, a FLT3 mutation, which required me to get a bone marrow transplant. And they said, we cannot treat you in Kalispell, and you have to go to Denver. The next day I got on my own little private plane and flew to Denver. The next day I had my Broviac placed. So then they started chemo the night that they put in my Broviac. 10 days later, they took out my ovary. Everything I'm going to go through that I have gone through has killed my fertility completely. So they kept an ovary, and I will hopefully get to have children one day. Completed that first round. I lost my hair. I had like a 3 to 4 week break. Did another biopsy, and I still had cancer. There was about 2.8%, and I still was planning on having at least one more round of chemo after the first. But since that came back, I had to have 2 rounds of chemo after that, so I had a total of 3. So then I had the second round of chemo. It was a little bit worse than the first, and then I actually was blessed. I was able to come home for a week and a half, and it's all I wanted. So I was able to see everyone at home and sleep in my own bed. I went back. They did my biopsy, and I was cancer-free. I then did my third round of chemo, which was the worst round of chemo. I was just constantly sick. It was rough. They had to keep me a few extra days, but then I finally got out. I had like a month-long break. My friend Josie came to see me before I went in for the bone marrow transplant, and my sister was my donor. I did really well. I got out about, I think, 14 days after the transplant, which is very early. The day I got out of the hospital, I rang the bell, actually signifying that I completed all my treatment. So now I'm just in recovery, and I have to stay here for 100 days. But the day after I got out, I ended up back in the hospital because I was severely dehydrated, and a medicine I was taking I had way too much in my system, and it's a very delicate medicine. It caused me like kidney damage. So
when do you come home or plan on coming home?
So like mid-February, probably.
Nice. Okay. And now for some other questions. What would you say was the hardest part?
Honestly, being away from my friends and family. I miss being home. I also miss driving my car.
And what keeps you entertained?
A lot of TikTok, but that's gonna go away soon, so I've been getting into movies and shows.
And then throughout all this, who has been your biggest support?
Well, definitely my mom. She's the one that's been down here with me the entire time.
Has this journey inspired you in any way?
So I would definitely say it has made me really want to be a nurse. I had wanted to be a nurse before this, and I was a CNA. I want to be there for people that are going through a similar situation to me. I find it very valuable, and having the insight that I do have from being a patient. I spent 4 months inpatient in the hospital, so I think I will be a good nurse with the experience I have gotten from this.
I think you'll be a great nurse as well. Awesome. Thank you so much, Abby. Can you say bye to GTV?
Bye.
Hi GTV, I'm here with Gabby Crozier.
Bella Crozier.
3 words, how would you describe Abby?
I would say selfless, hardworking, and determined.
I say generous, ambitious, and kind.
Okay, now we're going to do some trivia questions. The first question is, when is Abby's birthday? What is Abby's dream job?
Nurse.
Would Abby rather stay in or go out? How many kids does Abby want?
2.
How long have Trevor and Abby been dating?
3 years. Okay. Almost 3 years.
What hospital is Abby currently located at?
Denver.
Yeah, I don't know what are Abby's little siblings' names?
Emma and Katie.
In 2023, what was Abby's Halloween costume?
A bumblebee. Okay, the caption was, let's just say we were all the buzz.
And here's what you need to know. Lots of repeat announcements that we've been running over and over. You can find those on the school website. But here's a few that need to be highlighted. A reminder to all the students. Do not park in the designated staff parking lots. There are staff members that need to leave and return during the day. If this continues, We're going to have to issue tickets. Hey, Running Start students, attention Running Start students. Running Start scholarship applications are due now. If you're planning to apply for a Running Start scholarship for second semester, you need to get that done ASAP. The application can be found in your FVCC student portal. You can also reach out to the Running Start advisor if you have any questions. She's here at Glacier High in the Career Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can check with Billy in the Career Center if you have any questions. Student Council is going to be hosting a Sadie Hawkins dance Friday, February 7th from 9 to 11 in the Commons, open to all students. Hope to have a feature on this later, but just know this is kind of unique. We're pretty excited. Student Council, Sadie Hawkins dance Friday, September 7th. Hey, GHS Student Council and the American Red Cross is sponsoring a blood drive on Tuesday, January 28th. Again, there's flyers all over the school. For more information, give blood. Hey, join Read Cafe. You can pick up this quarter's book, The Firekeeper's Daughter, in the library. Stop by the library to get a lot more information about Read Cafe. Hey, on Saturday, our girls will wrestle in Thompson Foys while our boys will be in Great Falls. Good luck to our wrestling team. And then don't forget that today is Crosstown Friday. Always a great day here in Kalispell. Our swim team will face Flathead at 4:30 today in the Logan Health swimming pool, also known as the Summit, while our boys and girls basketball teams will face the Braves and Bravettes, with JV beginning right after school. It's scheduled that the varsity boys will play at 6, and then the varsity girls will play right after them, hopefully around 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching. Remember to respect yourself, respect others, and respect the building. Know better, do better, be better. Teachers, would you please lead your class in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thanks, and have a great weekend.